all those spirits in that room are wicked, and you being of the day, you're walking in, you're of the light. Especially being in this truth, they look at you like, oh, okay, like that's why people they can't explain it because they don't have the wisdom to articulate what their spirit is telling them.
Yeah.
But they feel, yo, there's something about this guy, and they will act a certain way to tell you that they feel that off of you.
Yeah.
You know, like at work, for example, I get people. Like I like to mind my own business, do my own thing without anybody's opinion on what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll say hi to my coworkers here and there, but for some reason, whatever drama or bullshit is happening at work, it gets brought over to my attention. You know, no matter how much you try to stay away from these people, there's something about your spirit that draws people close to you.
Yeah. It's because everyone has a different vibration.
Yeah.
You know that there's people that when they walk into the room, they light the whole room up.
Yeah, and you can just be talking to them, and then you just, and then like you ask them a question, like, oh well, and they're like, yo, I'm just asking you a question. I'm not even trying to judge you, but really, they feel judged already because of your spirit, especially if they're wicked.
That's right.
You got a question, bro?
Yeah, what is this?
This is the sign right here is the Negroes, Latinos, North American Indians, and etc. This is who they are according to the Bible, so the biblical nationality. So where are you from?
I'm from Regina.
So where's your dad? Like, what's your dad's bloodline? He said his ethnicity.
Or nationality.
Nationality.
Greek.
Greek? From your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, what's your mom? North American Indian?
No.
No? What's your mom?
She's from British Columbia.
Okay, her nationality though, her bloodline.
Mate.
She has a little bit of it. Okay, so, well, technically then, if you're not on this sign, according to your father, because who you are goes back to the seed of the man, of your father, right? Yeah. So if you're not on this sign, according to your father, as far as like the Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians and all that, then you're not an Israelite. And if you're not an Israelite, that means that destruction that's coming, you're not going to get saved out of it. Because there's going to be an end to the society that we know and live in right now. The society that we live in right now actually is currently crumbling as we speak. Through the way of the currency, our money is not worth anything. Our food is poisoned. You know, the amount of wars that are happening across the world, and pestilence and violence, is because the Most High, who everybody ignorantly calls God and His Son Jesus Christ, He's getting ready to come back, and when He comes back, He's going to do away with the state of this world and set up a new kingdom, which is going to be ruled first and foremost by Him, but also by His people, which are Israelites.
Which are these people here on the sign?
So either way, I'm going to hell.
Hell is here. This is hell.
Yeah, there is no such thing as hell where you burn forever.
Yeah, Satan's not there with a pitchfork poking you. This is hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Earth is hell.
Earth is a place of judgment. Hell is a state of mind and a state of being.
Yeah. When you wake up in the morning, like when you wake up in the morning and your back's all fucked up, or when you have a child that's born with defects, that's hell. That's hell. And so pretty much the earth, like the brother said, is that it's a place where judgment is played out. You have some people that are living their heavens here in the earth, and you have some people that are living in their hell here on earth. But there's no such thing where a place after you die and you go and you burn forever, because when you die, your flesh, your body gets buried into the ground. Your spirit is the one that goes back to the Heavenly Father. Your spirit is pure energy. It's fire. You can't burn fire.
Yeah, can't.
Hey,
all right, man.
nice talking to you. What's your name?
Akeem.
Manny.
Ready?
Manny.
Ready?
Yeah.
And Nikki.
Akeem.
Nice meeting you
Nice to
guys.
meet you.
That's right, and it says, this is in the book of Zechariah chapter 13, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherein the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, man. That's what is that? Terminator?
Yeah,
It showed that.
yeah.
Terminator 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
It showed that, man. So, and that's gonna happen through the way of nuclear missiles, man. ICBM missiles. You know, every nation has a certain amount of missiles prepared for this great war, which is the Third World War, which we're already in right now. We're just not into the climax of it. But we're in Third World War right now.
Yeah, any day it could happen, man.
It really could. With all this stuff, like even I was watching Trudeau at the G20 summit, and so you have all these other nations there, and this guy, he looks like a fish out of water, man. Like, yo, he turned to one side, and the dude was ignoring him like, yo, you ain't shit. He turned to the other side to shake the hand of one dude. The guy looked at him, turned around, and shook the hand of the other dude. I was like, yo, this is getting hype, man. Like, these people, these nations don't respect each other. These nations don't respect each other. It's because in the end, in the back of their heads, they know that the powers that be and that are ruling the world right now are actually about to cease, and they wanna get next.
Yeah.
On ruling the world. You know, Russia wants to get next, China wants to get next, and America wants to stay on top.
Yeah. But the Lord is the one that gives you the kingdom.
Exactly.
You know, the rulership and stuff.
And to their surprise, Yahweh Shai is gonna come and take all those crowns, man, because they belong to him.
Verse 6 in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah.
You know, wickedness has polluted the whole earth.
That's right. And that's evident, man. You can see that. It seems like every show now that comes out, you can't avoid homosexuality. Every single show that comes out, man, it's like
everywhere,
it's
man.
like rampant in it, man,
Yeah.
and it's like so
much,
so vivid. It's like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah, you're definitely right at, because like I'd be watching Netflix, right? And
yeah, Netflix is huge for that shit.
right,
Man. They're
and
pushing that shit out heavy.
and you would be watching, you know, some series or whatever, like even in Black Mirrors, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right, like you would be watching, some different series and episodes, etc., right?
Yeah.
Where you might have watched season 1, season 2, and then like let's say they just came up with season 3, all of a sudden there's goddamn homosexuals, man.
Heavy too.
And it's like they literally push it out there, to a point where it's like you can see everything, man.
Yo, and you know what's crazy, man? Like, you're right, 'cause they're pushing it. Because before, man, and it's crazy how rampant homosexuality has gotten over just the past year. Because last year when you were watching, like for example, Black Mirrors, you see a little bit of it. It would be a little snippet of it.
Yeah.
Now you got like the new episodes that came out. It's literally 2 full episodes based off of homosexuality.
Yeah.
That's it. So now it's like, now they're coming out. They started off with having 2-3 minutes within a whole 45-minute episode of it being homosexuality, to now where the whole episode is homosexuality.
Yeah. And they literally have a story behind it. Where these two men loved each other.
It's like a whole story. It's like, man, you saw like wickedness is getting worse.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse, and it's not even. And this is bad. Like we're way out in what they call it. It's this term they call us. I don't even forgot the term, but we're way out in Saskatchewan, man. In Regina. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bumfuck Regina, they call it or something.
Yeah, nobody knows where Regina
No one knows where Regina is, man. So I can only, and it's getting rampant out here. I can only imagine in Toronto, America,
like the major
overseas.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just be walking by, as we were walking, to pretty much come up camp here. There's a few, restaurants, just down there. These new schools, they literally have posters, safe place for LGBTQ community, and they have meetings every fucking Wednesday or whatever the hell it is. Now,
meetings.
This is elementary schools I'm talking about, man. And they have an all-gender washroom. You know,
What the hell does that even mean, bro?
all gender washroom. You know, where they fucking had a post. We do not discriminate. You know, if you feel like you're this today or you're that tomorrow. What the fuck does that mean? Like, that's just confusion, man. You know
what, bro? Like, I would love to see a Jake.
Like I see that shit everywhere, man.
Yo, I'd love to see a Jake just be like, today I feel like a woman, just to check up on all the nice little women's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then see what happens. Because you know what? Esau is smart. Because what's going to happen now, pedophiles are going to start wanting their way.
Well, it's LGBTQ now. They want to add the P in there for pedophiles. What the fuck, ABC? Like, what the fuck are you doing with all this? You got the letters. LGBT, fuck, PWXYZ. Like, fuck you. Confusion, bro. Literally, man.
Man, this world is finished.
It's confusion. And that's the thing, too, right?
You still got our people who want to thrive in this, man.
Yeah.
All this kind of shit is happening rampant around you, and you still want to thrive?
Yeah.
For what reason? Like, what do you want to? Why do you still want to get rich, and have nice houses and pursue your goals and dreams in a society like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you want to do that?
Yeah, like I watched this one show on YouTube a while ago, and it talked about before a kingdom falls, what happens, right? And a lot of it has to do with financial, but then, the one thing that the guy was talking about was that homosexuality and how it depopulates, the whole world, man.
Oh,
and, like in the Roman Empire, in the Babylonian,
That's so true. That's a good
like,
point.
right? Like in the Babylonian Empire, and now you see it every fucking where, man. So this is a sign, bro.
That's a very good
It's a
point.
huge sign, that this place is crashing.
Yeah.
Homosexuality.
Yeah, because all those kingdoms that fell, they all had one thing in common, like you're saying, is homosexuality was rampant before they fell.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, man, like you have these kids, man. Like I'm talking about elementary fucking schools, man, where they're not ashamed of it, bro.
Yeah.
Big ass poster with rainbows and shit. Like Esau even makes me hate the rainbow, man.
Yeah, I can't.
Right? And the rainbow
can't.
was, it's actually,
It was a promise.
yeah, like it's a
sign of
promise, It's a promise, between the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai and, and the people in the earth, man.
Yeah,
all
that's
nations.
Esau's gonna get it.
But he flipped that to say that the Lord is okay with homosexuality. Every time you say a rainbow, the Lord is okay with it. And bro, recently I just did a video, okay, where Esau is saying that the so-called, Esau is saying that the so-called Native Americans, they acknowledged 5 genders before, before the so-called, I'm a white man, came, and pushed out I'm a
Homosexuality.
Yeah, so pretty much Esau is blaming Jake for his wickedness. He's pretty much saying, see, they did it first.
Yeah.
How the fuck you get 5 genders, and so pretty much, right, like I read the article and Esau is saying that the so-called Native Americans, when they pretty much saw, a man with both,
parts.
yeah, or I'm a with both I'm a male and female, I'm a yeah, right, they thought that person was a gift, from nature. You know what I mean?
That's some bullshit, bro.
And they called it, the two spirit, the two spirit something, But Esau is now saying that the so-called Native Americans acknowledged 5 genders.
Yeah.
Fucking wicked, man.
And you know what, man? Like, it's crazy too. It's so wicked too because, like, you know what? Because it's wicked too because our people are wicked. And you know what? Some of our people some of those North American Indians probably did some stupid shit like that and thought of it like that. But Esau is just using that to validate his wickedness.
Exactly.
That's what's really wicked because he's using our ignorance and our wickedness, our people's wickedness, to validate his own wickedness, which is Jeremiah 3:33. Thou hast taught, why have thou taught, thou hast taught the nations thy wickedness. And that also proves that we are the salt of the earth, man. We are the progenitor of anything that happens on this earth. Everything begins with us. Even in Esau's even in wickedness, Esau still is subject under us. You know.
Yeah. And so, like, you know, just going back to what we were saying, like, you see this homosexuality everywhere, and this is a great sign that this place is coming down.
Yeah.
Because the moment you speak against homosexuals, or the moment you say something bad
You
about
gotta
women,
watch yourself, man. You actually have to watch yourself.
right?
You really do.
The moment you say something bad about women, bro, they jump up to defend each other like as if they're fucking sisters, man.
Man, you can lose your yeah, as your sister.
Like, you
You've
know,
been talking shit about each other like just 2 minutes ago.
Right? It's like, yo, that's fucking crime against women. What the fuck?
Yeah. And you know what, man? You can actually, you really do have to watch yourself. You could lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
You can get kicked out of your house.
Yeah.
You can end up being in a situation. Now you're paying money to that woman that you insulted.
Yeah.
All because
Oh.
you said the truth.
Yo, Esau is coming up with this law. I forget where I heard it. Oh, it was on the radio, you know, on, you know, I'm gonna say CJME
Oh,
radio,
CJME
right?
radio, yeah.
Where now they're saying that if you're preaching or if you're pushing your beliefs, right, that there is a law that you can't hurt someone else's feelings or you're gonna get charged.
Yo.
You can't hurt someone else's feelings,
That's
Doc.
crazy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's so crazy.
Bro, they were talking about this on the radio on CJV, bro.
Yo,
You know?
word is here
I was
to
like,
see.
what
Yo,
the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
Bro, so that means that you can't say anything.
You can't say anything.
Right?
You keep quiet.
Right, because everyone goes through different emotions.
Exactly.
The
exactly.
moment you hurt someone's feelings, that's an offense. That's
They
an
can
offense.
charge you.
Yeah, that's an offense. You know? And so now they're
that's
you know,
crazy.
like apparently that this law, you know, has been there, but now they're actually, you know, trying to bring it out
Yeah.
more. That you can't hurt someone else's feelings.
That's crazy, man.
I don't
That's actually-
understand, dog. I don't understand. I just don't. I don't get it.
Yo, man.
What does that mean?
It shows you, man, like, this society is soft. Soft, man. And, like, you know, eventually, evidently, that's gonna push and force us to not be able to do this work out here. Because everything especially us, because everything we say hurts everybody's feelings. Because everybody's wicked. You know what I mean?
I don't understand.
I'm not paying no charge. I don't care if I get charged. I'm not paying it.
How can you live life without talking to someone? You know what I mean?
And without hurting them, yeah. Without
Like
the feelings being hurt.
it doesn't make any sense because people get offended in different ways.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, kinda.
you know, like there
Off of
isn't
different things.
Yeah,
Off
you
of-
know.
yeah.
Like, you know, like there isn't a common ground where, like, you know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Where,
that's what I
like,
mean.
you know what I mean? Where,
By
like,
this one thing, we are all offended. And by this one thing, we are all not all offended.
Yes, exactly.
You know, there's no
That's
way.
exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
you know.
There's many different things that offend people,
That
man.
makes sense. That goes to show you, Issa literally hates us. He doesn't want us out here. So his spirit saying, yo, if you're out there and you're preaching and you hurt someone else's feelings, you're gonna get charged. You know, like I remember even like what, a year or two ago, like, you know, when the cops came out here and they said that, you know, like, you know, they said that, like, you know, we would have to have a license to actually have this
board,
post.
yeah. It was bullshit.
We came the next week, fucking
Yeah,
put that
they
shit
never
up, bro.
they never been
You know?
back since.
Yeah, and that's what, like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
You know, all places to have Bashima Shek.
Yeah, can't.
Simple. So Esau is just wicked, you know? The whole.
That's just the beginning, too. That's what's crazy. There's more to come.
Exactly. I wanted to read this in the book of Second Esdras, chapter 4. I'll start from verse 27. It says, I'm just gonna jump, you know, right into it. And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Can't.
You know?
Yeah, and we're living in that right now. Where evil is sown, and it's sown so deeply and so much so that it almost feels like any day this is gonna fall.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
You know, any day Halshai can pop up and be like, boom. You know, or any day that martial law can be kicked off. You can just wake up one morning and then all of a sudden you see on your news that martial law has been in effect.
That's right. And it says, if there that which is sown be not turned upside down, And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
So guess what? The new king. So this kingdom has to be done in a way with for the new kingdom of Yahushua and Israel to be in effect.
Yeah.
You can't have them both be in the same rulership, in the same residence.
Yeah.
So you Israelites that think that you can live out your heaven in this hell, you're foolish.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why 2/3 of our people had to sell their soul to get even a droplet of heaven in this society. And really, it's not worth it because you see them after you see the after effect. 5 to 10 years later, they're all bugged out, man.
Exactly. And it says,
That's why that forces you to be like, okay, well then that forces you to be patient and wait. Because now we know that. That's why brothers who came into this truth, we gave up our dreams and hopes and aspirations of the world to wait for something even greater.
yeah,
For a better thing, better time.
yeah. And that's something that's going to be everlasting.
Exactly.
It's not just for a moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The things here in the earth are not just for a moment.
Yeah.
Once the Yahushua returns, everything is going to be flipped upside down.
Exactly.
Right side up.
Yeah, right side up.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And it says, verse 30, for the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness hath it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed hath brought forth, and when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they fill? Then I answered and said, how? And it shall come, and it shall, and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? And he answered me, saying, do not thou haste above the most highest, for thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward?
Man, and that is the funny thing is about that scripture, that is everybody's mentality in this wicked world. That was Esau's mentality. That's why Esau is doing everything he's doing. He's trying to go to the moon. He's trying to do all these things. He's trying to go to Mars. He's trying to basically copy people's spirits and put it in other things. Okay, it's not in his spirit to rely on the Most High.
Yeah.
It's not even in his spirit, so he's going to do it all himself.
Yeah, he wants to take matters.
He wants to take matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
Guess what? Our own people are like that too.
Yeah.
They don't have the patience, or rather the faith to be patient.
Yeah.
Woe
unto that have lost patience.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have people gonna say like, how long, man? When are we gonna get our reward?
Yeah.
And then go out there and do wickedness. And then you're also gonna have people who are the opposite, on the righteous hand side, where they're gonna say, how long, Lord Yahweh Shemashah, but then they still wait.
See, our people our people lack discipline because, the first thing they do when they hear the truth is the first thing they ask is how long? When is this gonna happen? They don't consider, okay, well, what have I done? What do I need to do? Who do I need to be when this comes?
Yeah.
What do I need to do? What do I need to do to prepare myself for when this comes?
Yeah.
Rather, they want to know when it's gonna come. Like they're already deserving of what's to come.
Yeah, our people, they think that they're
so absorbed.
They're selfish, and they think that it's all about them. They feel like they deserve everything. Which in their spirit, it's right, but you gotta, but you gotta consider your wickedness first, man, and repent prior to you asking, Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, give me this or give me that.
Yeah, man. Consider your circumstances. Mm-hmm. You might feel like you deserve it, but what does your circumstance say to you?
Yeah. Are you in the right position to actually receive such a reward? Are you in the right mindset?
Exactly.
These are some questions that you gotta ask prior to Yahweh Shai returning. Are you gonna be ready for him
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
accept you wholly into the chariots.
That's right.
Because, these bodies are not going to, enter into the chariots, which means your spirit, on the right path when
Yeah.
Yahushua returns, man.
Yeah.
So you constantly have to do some reflection, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And it says, and unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answered and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he had weighed the world in a balance. And it goes on to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
Okay, Khan. So with that, we're going to close up. And we're going to say,
Kahala Yahweh wa Yahushai Bahashim Racha Kudash.
And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom, to the of Israel, Esau as well.
Khan.
Shalom.
Shalom.